The whispering void. Imagine, if you will, a universe where silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of something far more sinister. A silence that listens. A silence that watches. Tonight, I will tell you a story about a phenomenon that defies the laws of physics, a phenomenon known as the whispering void. This is not a tale of ghosts or monsters, but of something far more ancient, far more incomprehensible. It is a story about the limits of human understanding, and the horrors that lie beyond. So, sit back, close your eyes, and let your mind drift into the abyss. But be warned, once you hear the whispers, you may never sleep soundly again. In the year 2045, humanity made a discovery that would change everything. It began with a routine deep space survey mission. Astronomers had detected an anomaly in a remote sector of the galaxy, a region of space where stars seemed to vanish without explanation. At first, they assumed it was a black hole, but the data told a different story. This anomaly was not a black hole. It emitted no gravitational pull, no radiation, no light. It was simply nothing. A perfect sphere of darkness, approximately 10 kilometers in diameter. Scientists named it the Whispering Void. The first team sent to investigate consisted of 6 astronauts, led by Dr. Elena Vasquez, a brilliant astrophysicist. As their ship approached the void, they noticed something strange. Their instruments began to malfunction. Communication with Earth became distorted, as if the void itself was interfering with the signals. And then, they heard it, the whispers. At first, the whispers were faint, almost imperceptible. Dr. Vasquez described them as the sound of wind through a graveyard. But as the ship drew closer, the whispers grew louder, more distinct. They were not in any language the crew recognized, yet somehow, they understood. The whispers spoke of secrets about the universe, about life, about death. They spoke of civilizations that had risen and fallen billions of years before humanity existed. They spoke of a force so ancient, so powerful, that it could unravel the very fabric of reality. But the most chilling part was this: the whispers seemed to be directed at each member of the crew personally. Dr. Vasquez later wrote in her journal, "It was as if the void knew me. It knew my fears, my regrets, my darkest thoughts. And it used them against me." One by one, the crew began to unravel. Some claimed to see shadows moving within the void, shapes that defied geometry and logic. Others reported hearing their own thoughts echoed back to them, twisted and distorted. And then, the first disappearance occurred. Dr. Vasquez's journal provides the only account of what happened next. She wrote, "The void is not empty. It is alive. It feeds on our minds, our memories, our very souls. And it is hungry." The crew member who vanished was Lieutenant Marcus Cole, the ship's engineer. One moment, he was there, staring into the void. The next, he was gone. No distress call, no trace. Just silence. The remaining crew grew increasingly paranoid. They began to hear the whispers even when they were far from the observation deck. Some claimed to see Lieutenant Cole's face in the void, his mouth moving as if trying to scream. Others reported feeling an invisible presence on the ship, watching them, touching them. Dr. Vasquez became obsessed with the void. She spent hours staring into its impenetrable darkness, listening to its whispers. Her colleagues begged her to stop, but she refused. "I have to understand," she said. "It's trying to tell me something." And then, she too vanished. The only clue left behind was a single sentence scrawled on her workstation: "The void is not a prison. It is a gateway." With Dr. Vasquez gone, the remaining crew made the decision to return to Earth. But as they prepared to leave, they noticed something horrifying: the void was growing. It had doubled in size since their arrival, and it showed no signs of stopping. Back on Earth, scientists analyzed the data collected by the mission. What they discovered was beyond comprehension. The void was not a natural phenomenon. It was a construct created by an ancient, advanced civilization to contain something unimaginable. The whispers were not mere sounds, they were the thoughts of the entity trapped within. And it was not alone. There were others, scattered across the universe, waiting to be freed. The final transmission from the research team was chilling. The void is not a prison. It is a gateway. And it is opening. In the months that followed, the void continued to grow. It consumed entire stars, entire planets, leaving nothing but silence in its wake. Attempts to destroy it failed. Any object that entered the void simply vanished. And then, the whispers began to reach Earth. At first, only a few people heard them: scientists, astronomers, those who had studied the void. But soon, the whispers spread. They infiltrated dreams, waking thoughts, even electronic devices. The entity within the void was no longer content to wait. It was reaching out, searching for those who could help it escape. And it was growing stronger. Today, the void is still out there, growing, whispering. Some believe it is only a matter of time before it reaches Earth. Others believe it is already here, hidden in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. As for Dr. Vasquez and Lieutenant Cole, their fate remains a mystery. Some say they were consumed by the void. Others believe they became part of it, their minds absorbed by the entity within. But there is one theory that chills me to the core: perhaps the void is not a threat. Perhaps it is a warning. A warning from an ancient civilization that discovered the true nature of the universe, and realized, too late, that some doors should never be opened. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, remember this: the universe is vast, and there are things beyond our understanding. Things that watch, that listen, that wait. And perhaps, just perhaps, the void is closer than you think. So, close your eyes. Listen carefully. And if you hear a whisper in the darkness, do not answer. The void is listening. And it is hungry. Good night, and sleep well.